DIY album art, paperbacks, and office supplies is this collection of 90s punk and hardcore records, essentially. And we didn't really make it a history. Like, we just wanted to document this stuff because we thought that it was interesting, and then sort of write from our own experiences. So it's really framed up just by like personal essays by myself and by Brian Oakley from Corleone Records. This 7-inch is just a sheet of paper, and then it's those return address labels that you get, like, you used to get junk mail all the time with, and it's like, apparently it's Elvis. And then, so you just have like 2 sheets of those made and throw it on the outside of a photocopy. So now you have like this thing that doesn't look like a typical photocopied sleeve. Instead, it's like this sort of odd, like a endearing piece of design. This one is like a photocopy. It's got a 3 color screen print on the photocopy, and then another photocopy glued onto it. This is like straight up a grocery bag, like not even trimmed or anything. Like, it's just like held down with staples, like you can see them sort of under here, and then a photocopy, not even a photocopy, like a 1-color print taped on there with a spray paint stencil. It's like fantastic. The other thing is it's thick as hell because of the paper bag. And then you have like this Indian Summer 7-inch, which is like this sort of classic like icon of that like 1994 emo scene. Chipboard cover, it's like stapled, all screen printed. These sort of like poetic statements. The record actually has to be like folded to jam it into the handmade sleeve. This is a 7-inch by a band called Closer. I mean, it's just a sheet of aluminum foil and a rubber stamp. And it's like one of my favorite sleeves ever, I think. Here's like a 12-inch by Groundwork, and it's like a pre-release. So Scott found a pile of 12-inch sleeves in the trash and made 11 by 17 photocopies of the sleeve art and glued them on. So there's like a bunch of versions like this with all of this like different 12 inches underneath it, and then there are versions that are like pro-printed 1-color sleeves, and that's like super common throughout like the Bloodlink thing, to find so many different pressings. Some are professionally printed, some are glued onto one thing or another, and some are just straight up photocopies. So many records were printed as a result of like different kind of Kinko scams. Basically what you could do is, if you put your card into the color copier, start the copy. Once it makes 1 pass, you eject the card, the machine finishes making the 4 passes, and then you don't pay for your color copies. And color copies are expensive, especially if you're like a 16-year-old high school kid. So you do this unbelievably time-consuming method for getting away with, like, for making your covers.